friends. Thanks for joining me today. I'm Tracy. I'm the author of the Alphabet Appreciation book, and we're going to be making alphabet rye crackers together today. I'm really excited. And the things we're going to need is some salt, rye flour, and water, and that's it, just those three ingredients. Alright, so let's get started. Let's get our cup of full, you can use also different types of flour if you don't like rye flour. Scoop up our flour here. Use your hands a little bit. I washed my hands. And then you can use the back of a butter knife. Okay, so we got our 1 cup. And then we need a 1/4 teaspoon of the sea salt. Get a little bit of that and mix that in. And we need some water. So it's going to be 1/3 of a cup to start. And then we can add, as we need it, a couple of more tablespoons. Alright, and I did wash my hands, and we're going to get started just with our hands actually, although we could use, you could use a spoon. It's kind of fun to get started with our hands. Kind of mix that together, the flour, the salt, and the water, and see how it feels. Does it feel like a little bit crumbly? Do we need a little bit? I think we need a little bit more flour. I'm sorry, a little bit more water. So a tablespoon, a little bit of that in there, and save a little bit in case that's too much. Okay, it's feeling pretty good. And let's see, I think a little bit more water for our cracker dough. And yeah, that's feeling pretty good. Okay, so got that together. You kind of scrape down the sides a little bit with your hands, and I think maybe even a little bit more water, because it did say, the recipe says 2 to 4 more tablespoons. You kind of see what your flour and water mixture, how it's coming together with the salt and everything. All right, this is pretty good, a little crumbly, and I'm going to kind of make it into a bit of a ball with an oval. And this is a messy project, so you know that's kind of fun about it. We're going to bring it over here, and we've got a little bit of extra flour here that you can dust your surface with. And I actually have some salt here too, that is a 1/4 cup of salt there that we can put on the outside of the crackers. We can sprinkle that. All right, so let's see, we're going to get our rolling pin and kind of roll it out. And it's pretty crumbly, so let's see what we can do. I'm kind of pressing it down, not just totally rolling it out. Let's kind of press it down. And I got the letters here. I've got A, B, C, D, E, and then I have these here for, spells out the word fun, F-U-N, fun. And we have parchment paper, which I have scissors there, and you can just cut your parchment paper out to go on your baking sheet. Okay, so this is pretty thick. Let's get the letter A in here. Let's press that down, and you can kind of break away some of the edges here, and then pop this out. Let's see if we can pop this right here. Okay, that one seems like it worked out pretty good. Okay, so we got the A there, and a little bit looks like some of the dough got stuck there and there, so you can kind of use whatever tools you have there, like maybe you can use a butter knife to get it out. Alright, let's do another letter. And you can use smaller rolling pins too for child-sized hands. This is kind of a larger one, but sometimes kids like to do this and use 2 hands on it too. That can be a lot of fun. Let's press down for our letter B. And then let's see about putting it over here onto our baking sheet. Okay, that's working out pretty good. And we'll do a C. Do we have enough here? Let's look and see. I think we'll be okay. All right. And there's our C. Our ABC alphabet rye crackers started. Okay. Let me push this little guy out with my fingers. Okay, that's great. And then what we can do is you can take a fork and you can just press a couple little holes in it, and maybe the next time you see like even a store-bought cracker, you can see that it has some little holes like this in it. Okay, and There we go. Okay, that one came up a little bit, so just kind of press it back with your fingers if it crumbles. And then we'll do a little sprinkle of some sea salt on top, right on top of the kind of a coarse salt instead of your white table salt. And you can even press in the salt a little bit with your fingers. Okay, so there we go. There's our letters ABC for the alphabet rye cracker recipe. All right. And we'll pop this in the oven, and then I'll be back and we can have a snack together, have some rye alphabet crackers together. Thanks, friends. See you soon. Now, I just got this out of the oven. It's actually really hot still. So we've got our letters. They all turned out pretty good. F-U-N for fun, and then A, B, C, D, and E. And we can have a few now if we want to try some. And I was going to mention also that if you have smaller hands, if you're a child and you're doing this project, you might want to try a smaller rolling pin too that's for your size hands. And this dough only has 3 ingredients. It's just flour, rye flour, salt, and flour. What did I say? Flour, salt, and water. So those things you usually have at home. You have salt and water, and then usually you have flour. You don't have to use rye flour. You could use a different type, gluten-free flour or coconut flour, rice flour, whole wheat flour, white flour, and so we'll try a couple. Let's try one. So maybe we'll do the letter A, and then I have some. You don't have to eat it. You can just eat it just like this, like eat a cracker. It has a little bit of salt on it, but I have some cashew sunflower butter and some lingonberry jam. So we'll put a little bit on there and try that out. And then maybe you can think about the letters of the alphabet. What your name starts with. My name starts with letter T for Tracy. And maybe you can, if you decide to make these, you can do your letter of your name, or put a tiny bit of this nut butter on there, a little bit of cashew, and a little tiny bit of lingonberry on there. And let's take a bite. It's very good. Maybe a little tiny bit more salt next time in the recipe, just a little sprinkle more. So thank you, friends, for joining me for the alphabet rye cracker recipe. And this will be going with my alphabet appreciation book. And it's great seeing you today. Bye, friends.